ідеї, всім привіт. Продовжуємо проходження The Outer Worlds 2 від розробів KOTOR 2 та Fallout New Vegas Obsidian. Ми вже в фіналу, я так поняв. Десь підходимо до фіналу. І це прикольно. Так. Десь. Поки у нас заряджаються гаджети. Телефони. До 8 у нас.
Honestly, Ruth Bassar could use my help too. She's all brains, but no branding.
Скільки зараз уже? Без 6:15. 6:15. Так, куди ми там направляємося вже? Розслідуєш заворушення на станції геть. Погнали. Вот. Ви збираєтесь повернутися на станцію Горизонт і вирішити долю колонії Аркадія. Якщо є щось, що ви хочете зробити, перш ніж вирішити неповернення. Зберігай. Я ж кажу, що фіналом. Скоріше за все.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Is this his idea of demonstrating might? Hell of a way to do it.
Intimidation is not required. Protectorate subjects are not programmed to question authority. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
I can foresee a few likely instances where you could use my skills and experience.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Ну да, ми беремо ту Марісолі, робота. Якийсь корабль там, диви який.
Alert. Failure to match nearby hostiles to known Protectorate biological signatures. Providence identified. Standing for the Protectorate colonial anthem is not required at this time.
station to determine who introduced...
Horizon Point appears to have undergone severe degradation over the past 10 years.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Is this what happens when someone clings too tightly to the past?
This together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And it falls to you, the eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process.
This poor boy. Someone put him back together all wrong. Yeah!
Potential combatant in the vicinity.
Standing by for the side. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Locking them down. There be none. Combatant scanned.
Unit charged.
Target analyzed. Let down fire.
Emergency protocol.
Reviving me is strategically optimal.
Exposure. Undermining functioning. Outsiders in need of guidance.
Requested assistance currently unavailable.
Що за них? А, ці стріляють.
Horizon Point has suffered significant structural damage. Using the ring ventilator is unlikely to amplify deterioration.
Plasma hazard ahead. Please seek an alternate route.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress.
Warning, violent.
scope for combatant analysis.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Dead. Давай його порубаємо. Або поб'ємо.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Та четвертий. Так, наука. Ближній бій, давай. Перки. О, давай. Додатковий слот для зброї. Топ. Хорошо. Можна ближку взяти.
Error. These troopers do not appear to be either living or dead, Commander.
Ratcheting up my aggressions.
Ready to assist with agent's help needs.
Fortificator at ready status.
Standing by with life support.
Combatant scanned. Primary vulnerabilities identified.
Де? Трохи туди ще треба дістатися, блядь. До цього корабля. Туди.
Hostilities are afoot.
Get ready. Exposure.
Mitigating the threat. Corporation in progress. Have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Get ready. Exposure.
Combatant scan.
Це правильно.
A voice match has been found for Agent Pascal. However, Agent Pascal is dead. This unit may need maintenance.
Та що ж таке?
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Careful, Commander. This one's obviously at a breaking point.
Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me?
привіт. Продовжуємо проходження The Outer Worlds. Outer World. Йотей проходи, ти ж Йотей купив. Проходи Йотей. Death Stranding 2 можеш купити собі на Новий рік, я так теж думав. Doom ти не проходив. Doom Dark Age ти проходив? Ні, от Doom класний. Dark Age. Дивлячись, що тобі подобається, я ж не знаю, що ти хочеш. То, що ти не проходив, то, що ти не грав, то і дивись собі.
So it is you. Thank law. I don't understand what happened, Commander.
То, що не
Something
проходив,
was
то
wrong with
і
Sandoval
дивись.
and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
That sounds consistent with the other reconstituted troops we've come across. How do you suppose she is different?
I don't understand what's happening.
О,
Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in.
Стирав.
I tried to move. I
Колись
tried to
відео
find the
було
rookie.
А
Then the
час
whole
далі
station
все
shook
пішло.
and tore apart.
До 8-ї.
Nothing.
Hypothesizing. This human and her crew were alive when consumed by the rift. Ergo, they were reconstituted alive by the rift modulator, yet suffering from acute deterioration.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything. So she never intended for any of us to survive. Figures.
Ну, старе. Старе.
So what is it that left me like this? Not right. Stop speaking in circles. What are they doing?
When the rifts are inverted, that which was stored inside reforms imperfectly. To varying degrees, it appears.
So I've come back from death to some, what? Some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? I assume you got a plan to help me? You do, don't you? Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship.
Ну да, еще 2 часа назад.
Never anything. What am I supposed to do?
Я не знаю.
Just go. Let me die in peace. I was wrong for ever thinking you'd do right by me, Commander. At least that's one mistake I won't make again.
Ну що я можу? Що тут така байда робиться? Розлом. Куда мені йти треба? Мені на той корабель треба піднятися. Я пішов черити, давай, смачного, Фокс. Давай, заходи ще. Ну тут розлом.
A short-range rover has emerged from the Providence, Commander. Destination, Horizon Point. Intention, unknown.
Replicator is charged.
Dispensing
Check your scope for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Якісь два пістолети. О, якась нова бронька, ёпт. На тренировке. Да, знайшов. Сумки. Там щось. Ух ти, що за прикид такий прикольний. Безжальний господар. Мантия математика. Да, конечно. Ну, конечно, это ж макароны. 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 Добро, круто. И продает. Ну, так это называется макароны. Классно, классно. Ну, мені моя більше подобається.
Reconstituted mechs still function.
Skip drive
How
manufacturing process.
inconvenient.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Я не знаю, що? Ні. Та як я їх пробую, якщо вони в коробці?
Investigating hostile.
Enemy moving into hardware.
Є
From me.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Дубо попало, то пісок ходив.
Taking the fight out of them. Multiplication in progress.
End ready. Exposure. Undermining. End ready. Exposure.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Apologies. Emergency protocols unready.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. but alas, it's not charged. Need to finish recharging first. Gun weapon ready, Commander.
Syringe is primed.
Куда нам треба?
Mobilizing.
Блін, обої закінчили. Ах, ти ж йо. Ніяк.
Well, despite the low probability of such an occurrence, a rift and a plasma hazard are directly blocking our path to the Sovereign's ship. Suggest we scour the area. The scientists here were unlikely near the caliber of the Order, but perhaps they left something useful.
Якийсь розлом.
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent...
Щось це.
Engaging emergency protocols.
А вон там двері.
That's all rather intriguing.
Пішли.
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress.
Ліс.
Orders! Misunderstood!
Окей.
Proceeding to attack. Back me stand.
Danger. Danger ahead.
Adversary vulnerability identified. Umbrage.
Вирішити рівняння. Ого, 18.
Apparently, the Sovereign solved the equation. However unlikely that seems, I'll take it. Now we only need return to the terminal and input it.
Have located the Sovereign's office. Searching for the equation here is a valid course of action.
Розлом цей рішення. Де це рівня?
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Not ready. Please try again later.
О, нарешті.
Protocol rift neutralized.
поц. Быстріше. Ну прыгай. Куда я пришел? А навіщо? Куда? Хз.
Lock. Back and stand. Check your scope. That's an analysis. Take that rover. All we need to do next is infiltrate the Sovereign's ship, stop the console, and obtain the rift modulator. So, typical day on the job from here.
Походу нам сюди. А там якась аномалія. Що воно?
Heading by to stupefy.
Ми прилетіли на корабель. Ну, жал.
Attention. Please report to intake for processing.
Priority.
Welcome aboard.
The hangar.
Лифт? Драбины. О, мы правильно пришли.
Attention, crew deck.
тут. Добрий день.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Taking the fight out of them. Mitigating the threat.
Ой, тут цыпленок сторвал.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. On their weaknesses. Weapon ready, Commander. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Fortification in progress. Taking the fight out of them. Yeah. Back and stands. Mobility interrupted. Mobility interrupted. Combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary go for torpification.
Please proceed to Deck 2 to locate the rift modulator.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Back in my sight.
Protocol described.
Прям пакет.
Hostilities are afoot. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
A perfect society demands imperfection is impossible when the mind. Is that somebody?
I handle this. Combat their benumbed. Locking them down.
Мало дуже снайперки. Так, що би ми взяли? Ну окей. О, Фоксі, ти вернувся? Відключили світло? Печаль. Фігово.
If you must replace lost equipment, please submit proof of punishment. Unit does not accept blood. Please make a request. Displaying inventory.
Ух ти, дивись. Можна щось купити. Уніформа з наплічниками МК-3. Ова. Кулемет. О, нормально так. Цих. Точно як зоряні війни. Як зоряні війни, знаєш, пасхалка. Дуже похоже. Там оцей цыпленок, який ходив в той. Робот такий на двох ногах. Схоже дуже на зоряні війни, вайби. Я не знаю, що мені треба тут зробити. Виробили світло, ти кажеш. Ну ти прям, слухай. Як завжди, фок. Навряд чи. Навряд чи що хтось такі подарки буде робити комусь. Щось я в цьому дуже сильно сумніваюся.
This unit is rate. Please make a request.
Я не можу відкрити. Мені кажется, що я щось не то роблю неправильно.
Greetings, subject. Please make a request. This ship is only for authorized Protectorate subjects. If you are not a Protectorate subject, please purchase a weapon from this unit
А,
and
прибрайте
shoot
зброю і
yourself.
застріліться.
Subjects are in case of enemy attack. Subject is expected to kill.
Придбайте зброю, каже, і застріліться. Цей робот. Офігівший. Блін, я опять застряг і не знаю, що робити. Що робити?
Делать МРТ.
Да, нифига. Світло виключити. Зараз скільки це у нас? 19:17. Ой, у 8 годин. Блін, я не встигну. Ай-яй-яй-яй. А я не знаю, що робити. Цим роботом робити. А я не знаю. Да тут просто балкон и все, нифига не. А, блін, так не люблю такі моменти дурні, блін.
Possible threats and hazards identified ahead. Seeking an alternative to direct conflict is recommended.
Setting up have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scared.
Блін, немає, злам 13.
Fortificator is charged. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire! I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Please take 3 deep breaths before continuing.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
We either find access credentials or stick to the shadows then. Both options are certainly more efficient than raucous hostilities. Now to find the rift modulator. I estimate there's a 73.47% chance it's nearby.
Дай. А я ж нічого не їв, що мити? Та ж в мене не було то, що я їв. Я ж їв і що коли давно. Добрий день. Хорош.
Anathema to the grand plan and begs for correction.
Evidence strongly suggests a high likelihood that full reconstitution will fail.
Що далі?
This is anathema to the grand plan and begs for correction.
Я не їв. Так я не їв нічого. Зараз світло вироблять. Опа, ніфіга.
Well, the modulator's certainly bigger than a bread box. Fortunately, the ship makes a convenient carrying case. Just need to learn how it all works together.
I heard an alarm on the crew deck. Considering your manner of being, you wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Those credentials do appear legitimate. Welcome, I suppose. I hope you're not expecting a grand tour. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you. Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait. I will not forgo my professionalism just because you're pleading. But, Administrator, raise an intruder alert!
Non-friendly life form detected.
Attention, science
Да вы
tech.
зависли.
Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Mitigating the threat. Multiplication in progress. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scan. Unready. Negative. Recharge incomplete. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Fortificator at ready status. Check your scope for combatant analysis. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Emergency protocol surrender prime.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scan.
Providing aid.
That's enough. Taking the fight out of them.
Electrical dampeners failing.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Health benefits available at your request.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Fortifying it.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
25-й. Блин, це звезда смерти, блин.
Processing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Council, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. A test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
Sedex acquired. However, the information contained here also indicates the existence of rifts beyond where humanity has traveled. This does not compute.
Let's table that topic for now. We can't do anything with the rift modulator yet. Not until we deal with the console.
О, давай так.
So,
Де це?
shall we?
По ідеї, правильно.
Priority reminder. The only way to shut down the rift modulator is by dealing with the console.
Alternatives to killing exist, but they are not without risk. You could try dissuading the consul. Sow doubt in his heart. Undermine his arguments profoundly. But if you push him too far, prepare for violence. I, predictably, am already prepared. Little boys like him usually do. Saves them from scrutinizing their actions. I suggest a quick break for opportunistic field resupply and intelligence acquisition. Never know, might find something strategically advantageous.
You've come quite close enough. Sentinels, if you would.
Your tampering with the rifts is against the plan. A correction is imminent, and none of us may survive it.
So passionately delivered, and yet so utterly incorrect. What you are witnessing is my saving of Arcadia, and ridding it permanently of trespassers like you. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
You're proud of your actions? You consider it an achievement?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Well, it wasn't you I was targeting, Commander. But seeing as you have a penchant for finding your way into places you aren't wanted, perhaps this is a sign. Using the very rift modulator on this ship, Horizon points to the matriarch discovered the first skip drive. She set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path. And I will do my part as the architect intrepid, aren't you? Well, a matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets. But it was not until well after Horizon Point it is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our security.
Proceeding to attack. Mitigating the threat. Locking them down. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Back and scan.
Dispensing the light wizard.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Standing by.
Go for torpification. Taking the fight out of them. There be none. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Requested assistance currently available.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Torpificator is charged.
Emergency protocols ready. Console support staff advised.
Backing scan.
Providing a host of health.
Check your scopes for combatant time to daddy undoing. Access the helm. Now!
Нічого не випало з мене. От жмот, блін.
The information here indicates the rift is about to destabilize completely. As the modulator cannot be operated from this distance, it must be flown into the rift directly. Earth Directorate agent always has choices, including, but not limited to, extrajudicial killing.
Oh, I spent decades doing everything asked of me, and I was just starting to enjoy not doing that.
Reminder, self-destructing is not permitted by this unit's programming. Addendum. Tampering with this protocol will result in your Valerie unit shutting down.
If only we all shared the same programming. Well, look at you, Commander, stepping up. Didn't reckon you had it in you. All right, somebody reliable ought to safeguard the schematics, ensure humanity is saved, and such and the like. If you won't, guess I'd better. Between these and the processed rift data, I'm sure someone can science up modulators usable at a safe distance. Rifts will soon be a thing of the past. May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Вирушок. Ну все, такий кінець, коротше. Ми вмираємо. Погиблі, врятувалось всіх.
And so, in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine de Vries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Following the rigors of the extensive mission in Arcadia, Val began to malfunction in peculiar ways, talking to herself, hovering inches from the floor, threatening major appliances. Niles ultimately and tearfully decided to deactivate her after a culmination of these strange incidents. Inez struggled to resume gainful employment with Auntie's choice. Fortunately, her association with the commander helped her find a spot in a combat unit as a field medic. Yet she couldn't help but wonder if life had more in store. Marisol quietly fumed over her unfinished business with Anaïs Bujold at Point Opiation. She eventually passed away in her sleep, alone and full of regret. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment, in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions.
The Earth Directorate's leaked agreement with the Protectorate did little to blunt the agency's mission or reach, especially with skip-core technology released to the public domain. With unlimited sources for their drives, the Earth Directorate expanded their authority across the galaxy. The release of the skip drive schematics to the public domain resulted in new and exciting opportunities for independent manufacturers. However, unchecked use of the drives would ultimately lead to an even greater proliferation of rifts, once again imperiling the galaxy. It was once again up to the Earth Directorate to swoop in and save the day, stamping out rifts as soon as they flared into existence. Eventually, and in textbook fashion, they solved this second rift crisis, but not before much damage had been done. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, an arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Все, конец. Ми пройшли Outer World. Ура. Єбой. Дякую всім за підтримку, хто був. Фоксі, особлива подяка. Ел. Лінденман, Лігіч, Юрець, Португалія, бригаду. Да і всім, хто заходив, хто підтримував. Дякую Xbox Game Studios, дякую Obsidian Entertainment. Команда заробників The Outer Worlds 2. Всім пока-пока, круто, дякую. Не, кайфанув, прикольно, класно. Прикольна РПГ. Всім до зустрічі, зараз якраз світло вирубають. Всім пока-пока. Зараз вирубають світло.
I'm kind of thrilled to see you playing ball with Ruth Bazaar. They say the enemy of my enemy is worth exploiting for strategic leverage.
Та ми вже все пройшли. Все, пока-пока.